DNA, and I'm gonna be honest. It's been a while since I've done a track, but I got the inspiration for this, and this is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. A lot of girls that I fuck I never look at, but I'd look you in the eyes, baby, and never look back. Yeah, I took that, you can push that, but I ain't taking it back. Making a map, tracing it back to the place that I said it. In fact, I meant it more than most things that I mean to say. So if you're looking for a good time, let me lead the way. Then after that, hopefully we can proceed to say that we're with one another. There ain't no need to play like your husband, yeah, you're married, but see, he's afraid of commitment, resentment, the need to play. Sorry, honey, my car's overheating, I'm cooling it down. Then come to find out that he's been fooling around on the phone with his back turned to the naked girl he just got done with. That's how it all starts, then you find out it's not just one chick. Now ain't that some shit? The truth now becomes sunlit. Deception and lies thrown at you in an abundance. You start thinking, maybe this fairy tale isn't how it started out to be. Cause now you see yourself asking, how could he cheat on someone as sexy as you? It couldn't be because I texted you a message or two. Could it? Would it? Really? Be that bad? If I told you that you're pretty in a picture you had just posted on Facebook. What's a man supposed to do when he sees an attractive face? Just stay in this place and look at it and say too bad it's too late, she's already taken. Even though she makes my emotions sizzle like bacon. Even though I do anything for one more shot at her, jump off a ladder and splatter my brain matter, leaving it scattered. It doesn't matter, cause this is just how I feel. So this is how I will present it to you through my lyric kill seal. Seal the envelope with blood and open up to the thug that you know and love. None of the above, give me a hug and come to realize that life is just full of surprises. See, it doesn't really matter on how cool a guy is or what he says to make you get with him, but in this case you should really get with him because you click with him. I hope you're listening, cause this is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. You see, I'm just a man that knows life is life. Life is like dice, it's hard to roll the same number twice. But the good part is there's more than just two ways to win. So move your chips to the field and let the new ways begin. 2 days to pin, nickel to penny, nickel away from him. Your amazing grin doesn't belong in unlaming sin. In layman terms, in the famous words of Leo, it takes a genius to mend a relationship. I'm saying this is a friend who's got a thing for you. Well, maybe a little more than just a thing or two. I think of you a lot, in fact so much I even dream of you. He's scamming you and scheming you and feeding you lies. Even he knows that I'm a threat, I guess it's just cause of my personality, appearance, and natural skill that baffles at will, grapples you and keeps you concealed, but still let you have your freedom. I'm just talking about your heart. You can't get away from my love, girl, it's stalking you in the dark. And sorry if this seems dark, but that's just my style. Must I smile just to get you to trust my style? Lust my style, which means you can touch me while I bust my style all over your lovely smile. Hug me now, you're loving every second of this. Tell me what other ex of yours is wrecking like this. You say it doesn't matter because they're my ex for a reason, but I bet they still don't love you as much as later I'm feeling to meet you up at your place, eat you up so I can taste you on my tongue. And I hope this doesn't make you wanna run. You got me spun, you got me sprung like the hammer of a gun, and I'll be damned if I'ma come with something weak or something dumb. I just like to think of this as being brutally honest. I'm truthfully honest with aggressive style while moving with calmness. I got to confess, girl, you're as sexy as hell, or should I say heaven, cause heaven knows it's easy to tell that this is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most.
This is the story of a woman who was really so beautiful until one day she decided that she liked pharmaceuticals. She has annies and the oxys and whatever was suitable. She swore to me she'd never fuck with anything shootable. The pursuit of happiness, she wants a life of longevity, wants to live till she's 70, then she wants to be heavenly. I warned her the dangers of pills, she listened incredibly. At least I thought she did cause of the shit that she said to me. She told me she would only smoke a blunt or a bowl, and then one morning I awoke to her in front of the stove. I asked what's cooking and then suddenly she stuttered and froze. But now I'm sure that you can guess it's what you cut up and blow. I wanted her so when I had to kick her out the kitchen, it cut up my soul. I was like a kick without the stitching, and I'm sick in my condition, so I'm sticking out the bitchin'. Instead of picking fights, I'd rather be picking out positions. Now she living out the same dreams. Pill popper graduated to a cane fiend. That meth mouth made me sicker than some gangrene. I had to tell her, baby, we ain't on the same team. Days turn into weeks, weeks to months, months into years, we ain't speak but once. She's reminiscing how we used to put heat to blunts. I'm reminiscing how we went out for pizza once. Jesus, what's the problem? I need this slut. Gun pointed at my head, but I'm freezing up. Fuck that, I squeeze it, yup, releasing rust. Color blood on the wall, fall to my knees in dust. So please adjust your mind if your thinking's automatic. If your spouse is heavily drugged and they claiming they not an addict, they probably are. He could've seen a better wedding, but instead he's dead, and they found a note with the letterhead and saying,
this is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most, want the most, want the most. This is to the girl that I want the most.